Well, we had three experts who knew everything about baseball on the show. We usually have writers on in the finale, but instead we decided to go with three alpha males, and it was Mark DeRosa, Chris Young, and Yonder Alonso. And I asked these three guys, instead of writers who are all analytical and look at the numbers, hey, give us your top 5 players in the game. And there was one guy that put a list together that made all of us just scratch our heads. Here's that guy.
When I look at my top 5, they can all be number 1, but at 5 I have Tatis Jr., and the reasons for that is, look, he's gotten back-to-back consideration for MVPs. And then I have Max Scherzer at number 4, and the reasons for that is what he's done in the postseason at 38 years old. By the way, 14 years with 12 30-start seasons. Then I have Acuna. We all know what he can do. I have Soto, who's pretty much right now, everybody fears him at the plate. He's like the umpires fear him. And then, of course, I have Shohei Ohtani at number 1 because he can pitch and hit and do all the crazy things that we can see at a baseball field.
D-Ro, it looks like you forgot there's a guy that wears number 27 out in Anaheim. Did he forget somebody, D-Ro?
I can't. Well, wait till he sees my list, because you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And I know we had a little calf issue, but Mike Trout stands alone, and then the rest of them filter in.
Yonder, how in the world is Mike Trout? How is Mike Trout not in your top 5? That's just the beginning of the onslaught that comes towards poor Yonder Alonso. But you do still defend that Mike Trout is not one of the top 5 players in baseball to you.
Yeah, Greg, how many times have you been to work? And for me, that's my question to you, right? You've been to work probably 5,000 times?
I haven't counted.
There's a reason why. As a matter of fact, we have it here. There is a reason why. No sick days.
I actually got food poisoning on the set.
And you were here, though, but you posted.
Oh, my goodness, they actually put that on the bottom of the screen.
That's right. It says bad sushi. My point to it all is this is my question, all right? And this is serious.
Okay.
If Serena Williams or Venus Williams, if they don't play tennis and they're number 1 in the world, what would happen to them the next following week? Right? Their rankings will go out. If Tiger Woods is number 1 in the world, what would happen if he doesn't play golf for a couple weeks? He's not number 1 in the world. Now, I understand Mike Trout is the number 1 player in the world. If he plays 120 games, he's the number 1 player. That's how good this guy is, right? But I want to see him get back to that. I want to see him get back to 130 games, 140 games, dropping 40, driving in 130. Look, when he got hurt and he only played 36 games, he was putting up crazy numbers.
So you don't regret leaving him off your top 5?
I don't think it's fair, and I think he would probably say that too. Like if I only played 30-something games, I don't think I should be considered to be number 1 on a list.
I do not think you would.
I just don't see it.
It's pretty fair. It's pretty fair point what he's talking about. It's fair.
Okay, take that into account and give us your top 5 list.
Well, I still have Trout in my top 5 just because I wanted to stir him up. But I put him in the 5 spot because of that limited time. I put Vlad Jr. in there, and I went with a starting pitcher in Walker Buehler. I think everything about him, and I kind of qualify my list in a way with Soto and Ohtani at the 1 spot. How would I build a team and what would I want? So a lot of the reasons I went with age and everything else. But when Mike Trout is on the field,
he's the best.
I don't think there's a doubt. And that includes his teammate in Shohei pitching and everything else.
Really?
I think he's that special.
Ohtani throws 101 with a sinker.
He does. Yeah, he does.
And he hits 40 bombs.
Yeah, he does.
And he's probably going to steal 30 bases before.
I think at some point, Ohtani needs to be in another. Just like Trout is somewhere else in a different league, Ohtani's probably going to be there because nobody else is doing what Ohtani's doing.
Correct.
Nobody is.
I mean, everyone's coming to watch Shohei Ohtani. Did you see the other day, spring training game, J.J. Watt, superstar of the NFL, had to see the superstar Shohei Ohtani up close, which got us thinking, is there a non-baseball athlete that we would just go crazy to watch? We'll talk about that next. J.J. Watt, future Hall of Famer in the NFL. With this, I have the utmost respect for what this man is doing at the highest level of his sport. The ability to perform 2 completely different tasks at the highest possible level on a consistent basis against the best in the world is absolutely incredible. #Showtime. Yeah, J.J. Watt understands greatness, and it is Shohei Ohtani.